Spring cleaning has come to a screeching halt here at Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. Stay tuned and I'll explain, and we're just going to have another porch swing chat. Sorry about that, folks. Hello, welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. I had to stop what I'm doing. Everything came to a screeching halt around the homestead for spring cleaning. Oh man, I got a little bit more to do, but I pulled a back muscle the other day and it's really caught up with me. It's incredibly sore, so I'm taking it easy for a couple of days and letting it heal up. In the meantime, I can still get up and feed the animals, take care of the critters, and just see what I can do. As you know, as my little saying goes, focus on my abilities rather than my disabilities. Right now I have a bit of a disability on top of a disability, so we'll deal with it. So I'm going to dedicate this little show to a bit of some updates. I went and collected the trail cams today to see what was going on those trail cams that I put up behind the Quack Shack. So I'm going to go ahead and post those videos right here, and we'll both see what is on them. Okay, that's interesting. So much is life on the farm, living in the wilderness. What you see is what you get. And this is what we've got. Man. I really appreciated the comments I've been getting also on these videos I've been uploading. Especially a couple of you, several of you, have been directing me over to Boss of the Swamp. I've been to his website a couple of times. He's an interesting character. I enjoy his videos. But one of you left me a link to his mousetrap, and several of you have recommended his mousetrap video. So I went and I looked at his mousetrap and I left a comment for him on there. Okay, my first question about that video is, how many helium-filled balloons did he inhale to make that video? That is hilarious. That video is absolutely hilarious. I'm going to go ahead and leave a link in my description down below for those of you who can access that link to get to his video. It is hilarious. I would recommend him for an Emmy if I could, because that was really creative. The mousetrap was genius. The videography was very creative using his trail cams. His whole storyline was quite amusing, and the content of the information just involved in building the mousetrap was genius. So thank you, Boss of the Swamp, for sharing that with YouTube. So back in my homestead, I just rigged up something a little bit more rougher because of my back hurts right now, and I just put together something really quick, a quick little jerry rig. I took the 5-gallon bucket, took a little used container, poured some seed in there and floated it in the water, and put this little drain pipe on there. Yeah, it's just rudimentary. When I get some more time and feel better, I'll build something a little bit more Ingenious, like Boss of the Swamp did. In the meantime, I put out a couple of traps and I was able to catch a rat. And also I was able to get a thing of bait that's harmless to pets. And I put that out, and I also put a trail cam there, so we'll see what comes of that. There is evidence something got to it last night, so I put the trail cam on there just now, so we'll see what else comes. Hey, and here was a surprise when I looked out the door the other night. There was a little kitty cat out here, and fortunately the trail cam picked up the kitty cat as it walked by the trail cam up there. Now I've seen this cat twice in person, so hey, I hope this cat is a good mouse, or we could sure use it around here. And also, you know, I had a series called Treasure Hunting Series when I did some estate cleanups, and I was able to acquire a lot of free things from that, like this fifth wheel, and then my pickup, and a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, I got some boots. When I was doing the spring cleaning, I forgotten about these boots. These are wonderful. I don't think I ever have to buy another pair of boots again, because I've got 3, 4, 5. Now I've got a total of 6, 7 pair of boots in total. It's some muck boots for the winter months, and some of this regular farm work boots. Yeah, I won't have to buy boots forever. This is wonderful, and I got them for free. And the best part is, they're just my size. They're very comfortable. I tried each and every one of them on. They're very comfortable. So my plans today was to take this load of stuff to the scrapyard and to the dump to get rid of it. But that's going to be saved for another day. I also wanted to get rid of this riding lawnmower and take that to the scrapyard, but I ain't moving nothing right now. And also, you can see the ladder here. I was set up and ready to disassemble this whole structure and take it over to Jamie's, my daughter's homestead, and get it resurrected and retrofitted. But that ain't happening this week, not until my back starts feeling better. I've got to post some stuff on Craigslist. I need to get rid of this welder. I don't know how to weld, and another thing, I can't weld. I can't even handle an electric welder. Now, gas welders I can deal with. They're safe to handle, but these electric welders, my pacemaker, the little handbook that I got with my pacemaker, they strongly recommend you don't use a welder, an electric welder. So I'm going to err on the side of safety and just get rid of it, because I don't know how to use it. And if I have any welding to be done, it's just a piece of welding in a rare instance. So there's no need to have a welder, really, if you're only going to do it on like maybe once every 10 years. I have plenty of friends who are welders, and so I can just take it down and pay them the money to weld it for me. It's no problem. But I'm going to sell this. I think I'll sell it for about 20 bucks. I got it for free from an estate cleanup, so it didn't cost me a cent. And actually, this welder was from the second estate cleanup that I've ever done. Yeah, so I've had it for a while. And that last estate cleanup, I did a whole series of videos on that treasure hunting series. And I got yet another welder. I went ahead and sold that on Craigslist, and the young man that purchased it was so happy. He was so happy he got it. Yeah, just as soon as my neighbor's finished fixing my Ford Thunderbird, he'll return it, and he'll come over and get my Chevy pickup, take it over and change that seal on it. Because I plan to sell the 2 fifth wheels, and I also want to sell the 1 Chevy pickup and my Ford Thunderbird and use the money to completely pay off any debt that I might have left over, and have some money left to do some improvements around here. My wife and I are in the process of remodeling the bedroom, the master bedroom, and we want to we have an idea on how we want to do it and what we want it to look like. So, you know what? I'm going to feature that in a whole video series by itself, because I got some very interesting, creative ideas, especially for the ceiling. People, when they remodel a house, the ceiling is a surface that's often ignored and neglected. They just like paint it and that's it. But if you're laying in bed on your back and you're staring at the ceiling, so I want the ceiling to be a little bit more interesting to look at, since we are going to be spending our time on our back. And it's going to be unique because, as you know, a lot of you know, I'm an artist. Okay. And I'm a bit eccentric also. Most artists are. And I'm going to be making this ceiling, well, interesting. Let's just put it that way. I'll let you see I'll do a big uncover on the outcome of the whole thing when the time comes. I did have to get out and water my plants in the greenhouse today. And more things have sprouted, grown a lot. I worked yesterday. I had a 12-hour shift yesterday at the hospital. This past week I had, let's see, I had Tuesday, Wednesday, no wait, I had Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. I work Monday. I have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday off. Then I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Have Monday off, work Tuesday, Wednesday. Then I go back in the cycle, have Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So I only work 3 days a week, 3 12-hour shifts, with some breaks in between the, I work a 3-day stretch at the longest, have a break, then work 2 days. But it's great. It works out for me perfectly because I have a lot of time to be able to spend on the homestead and doing other projects. We're getting ready to do another project that has nothing to do with homesteading, but that is I will reveal that when the time comes. It's going to be a year in the making, and it has to do with videography, so we'll reveal all that once it's done. And we just wrapped up a huge project which included cameras. Yeah, we wrapped that up. Stay tuned for that big announcement. Things are happening around the homestead. Lots of things are happening around the homestead. But I'm excited about my greenhouse. All these plants are growing. They're sprouting. Yeah, we're going to have food to be able to transplant out into the raised beds. I was supposed to be getting the raised beds in this week, but that's going on the back burner. I do have time, though, to get raised beds in. But in the meantime, I can still plant in pots and get things started. I still have another month to go before I can even plant my corn and then the root crops. So we have a safety net available. Besides, I can always access the labor of my grandkids, my daughter, and my son. Yeah. I also wanted to get into the garden and get these 4 stumps out of the garden. They've been, well, we cut the trees down when I purchased the property, when I started cleaning up the property, cut the trees down. Because this is the site where I wanted my, my garden. I had a neighbor offer to his backhoe over and dig those up. And so I took him up on his offer, and he never showed up. And so I guess, it just, things come up, things get promised, things fall through, so I'm not going to rely on that. But at least keep my end of the bargains with promises I keep with my neighbors, I make with my neighbors. Anyway, the stumps are still there. A couple of things I may do with those stumps is, one of them is burn them out. Just drill some holes in them, get some aeration in them, or ventilation in them, and just burn them out. Another way is just to drill some holes in them, pack them full of mushroom spores and wax them in, and let the mycelium from the mushrooms do their work as they do in nature. They break down the wood a lot faster and turn it into nice organic soil. And I may do that and just go down to the grocery store and get some mushrooms and that are edible. That way I know what they are, and spread them on there and grow them in my own garden. That's one way. And another way is just let Mother Nature take care of it. A lot of time in nature. I have one stump here in the front backyard that is just about ready to pry out of the yard because it's definitely rotten now. And I'd like to plant a fruit tree in its place. We'll see. I can change my mind. Well, this is the spring homestead. What you see is what you get. And this is what I get every time I sit out here on the porch swing and drink my black martini. Hey, pretty soon I'm going to have coffee mugs with my logos on them. I'll have a coffee mug with Pine Meadows Hobby Farm logo on it. And then also I'll have another set of coffee mugs with my production company logo on it called Duck in a Cup Productions. It'll have that cute logo of the little duck in the cup. If you guys want, you can order them right now down below. I have links from Teespring t-shirts. Teespring you can order t-shirts, hoodies, coffee mugs, stickers. I'm trying to get some bumper stickers made because some of my viewers want some bumper stickers. And so once I get those made, I'll get those shipped out to them. And I still got to work out the details on getting hats made. I was supposed to go over there day before yesterday to get that set up, but I just didn't make it. Too much going on, so I'll try to get that done hopefully sometime this week. Hey, please stay tuned for more videos. You can do that by subscribing. Also, clicking that bell icon gives you alerts as soon as I upload new videos. And I have videos I've already produced. They're ready to go live. They're interesting. I'm just taking the slow pace of the country life for now. And also, you can comment. I do enjoy reading your comments. And hey, thank you guys for pointing me out to Boss of the Swamp. He's cool. Yeah, my back is killing me. I had to take 2 Advil. And yeah, also you can follow us on social media. Right now I'm on Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, Reddit, Google+, Blogger, LinkedIn, Instagram, Snapchat. And there's something I tried. I was experimenting with it. It was really interesting. I posted 3 videos on those other platforms, and out of the 3 videos, 1 video got 2 views, and this was in 4 days. Those videos were up for 4 days. And so I'm finding that those platforms I'm uploading on just are not generating the viewership that I thought they would. So I gotta figure out something else, but YouTube is where a majority of the views are coming through. Is just YouTube. It's a very popular platform, and I'm very grateful to YouTube for being able to allow me to display my creativity. Hey, I'll see you guys in more videos. You can count on it. Bye-bye.